Is your hair trying to tell you something about your health? I'm not just talking about a bad hair day. I'm talking about that thinning at the outer edge of your eyebrow, or the shocking amount of hair you see in your brush. These aren't random occurrences. They're secret signals your body is sending that something might be off with your thyroid. Your hair is practically screaming for your attention. But are you listening? In this video, we're going to decode those signals so you know exactly what your hair is saying and what to do next. We see it all the time, people spending a fortune on special shampoos, serums, and supplements, all to fix hair that's become dry, brittle, and is shedding like crazy. But what if the root of the problem isn't on your head at all, but actually in your neck? That's where you'll find the thyroid, a little butterfly-shaped gland that acts as the master regulator of your body's metabolism. And when it's not happy, believe me, your hair is one of the first things to show it. My name is Jacob. As a certified trichologist and functional health practitioner, I've dedicated my career to helping people solve their hair and scalp mysteries. And one of the most common and most overlooked culprits I see is a thyroid imbalance. It's a classic case of your body using an external sign to flag a deeper, internal problem. So if you've been feeling frustrated and confused about your hair, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down the science, walk through the signs, and lay out a clear path forward. Is your hair loss actually a warning sign from your thyroid? Let's decode the secret signals your hair is sending you before it's too late. The why, how your thyroid runs the show. So, before we jump into the specific signals your hair might be sending, let's quickly cover why your thyroid has so much power over it. Just think of your thyroid as your body's engine. It produces two critical hormones, T4 and T3, which travel through your bloodstream telling every single cell how much energy to use. And research has shown a very strong connection between these hormones and the health of your hair. Now, picture the hair follicles all over your scalp. Each one runs on a cycle, a growing phase, a resting phase, and a shedding phase. Thyroid hormones, T3 and T4, are like the foreman on a construction site, making sure this cycle runs smoothly. They are essential for keeping your hair in the growth phase for as long as possible. This is where the Goldilocks effect comes in. You don't want your thyroid hormone levels too high or too low. You need them to be just right. When your thyroid is underactive, a condition called hypothyroidism, it's not making enough of these hormones. Your body's whole metabolism slows down, and that includes the hair follicles. They get the message to slow production, which means hair grows slower. The growth phase gets cut short, and way more follicles are pushed into the shedding phase all at once. On the flip side, when your thyroid is overactive hypothyroidism, it's producing way too much hormone. You might think this would speed everything up, but it really just throws the system into chaos. The hair cycle speeds up so much that it becomes shorter, causing hair to shed long before it's reached its full length. This also leads to excessive shedding, a condition known as telogen effluvium. So, whether your thyroid is sluggish or in overdrive, the result is often the same: distressing hair loss. The most important thing to get is that your hair isn't just falling out for no reason. It's reacting to a hormonal imbalance that needs to be addressed at the source. The what 7 secret signals your hair is sending. Now that you get the why, let's talk about the what. Your hair gives off some very specific clues that can point toward a thyroid problem. Let's decode these 7 hidden messages. Signal number 1, the over-thinning diffuse hair loss. This is probably the most common sign of a thyroid issue. You don't see a clear bald patch or a receding hairline. Instead, you just feel a general, widespread thinning all over your head. Maybe your ponytail feels a lot smaller, your part line seems wider, or you can suddenly see more of your scalp in the mirror. This can happen with both an underactive and overactive thyroid. The hormonal shift pushes a huge number of your hair follicles into the shedding phase at the same time. So, instead of losing the normal 50 to 100 hairs a day, you're suddenly seeing clumps in the shower drain. It feels terrifying. But this diffuse pattern is a classic sign of a body-wide issue like a thyroid imbalance. Signal number 2, a drastic change in texture. Has your hair's texture done a complete 180 lately? This is a huge clue, and the changes are often different depending on the thyroid condition. With hypothyroidism underactive, hair often becomes coarse, dry, brittle, and just plain dull. Because your metabolism has slowed, your scalp produces less oil, leaving the hair shaft parched and rough. It loses its shine and snaps off. With hypothyroidism overactive, the hair can become unusually fine and soft. While that might sound nice, it's usually paired with that heavy shedding we just talked about. The hair itself becomes weak and prone to breakage, even though it feels silky. This sudden shift from your normal texture to either extreme straw-like and brittle or superfine and weak is a major red flag. Signal number 3, the disappearing eyebrows, Queen Anne's sign. This is one of the most specific and well-known signs of hypothyroidism. It's technically called the sign of Hertog, but many know it as Queen Anne's sign. It refers to the thinning or total loss of the outer third of your eyebrows. You might notice you don't have to pluck out there anymore, or that you're having to draw the tail of your brow on completely. While other things can cause this, its link to an underactive thyroid is famous in medicine. If you're seeing this along with changes to your scalp hair, it's a very compelling reason to get your thyroid checked. Signal number 4, thinning body hair. Thyroid hormones don't just affect the hair on your head. A thyroid problem can also cause hair to thin out on other parts of your body. People with hypothyroidism especially might notice that the hair on their legs, arms, and armpits is getting sparse or has stopped growing completely. It's all part of the same process. The follicles all over your body aren't getting enough hormonal stimulation to sustain their growth cycles. If you've realized you aren't having to shave your legs as often as you used to, it could be another piece of the puzzle. If any of this is starting to click for you, and you're finding this helpful, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe. My entire goal is to give you the information you need to take back control of your health, and your support helps get this message to so many others who need to hear it. Signal number 5, a dry, itchy, and flaky scalp. Your scalp is skin, and just like the skin everywhere else, it's heavily influenced by your thyroid. Hypothyroidism is known for causing extremely dry, scaly skin, and your scalp is no exception. This isn't just winter dryness. We're talking about a persistent, nagging itch with flakes that look like dandruff but don't get better with dandruff shampoos. The slower metabolism and reduced oil production create an unhealthy scalp environment. While it's less common, some people with hypothyroidism also report scalp issues, though it's sometimes related to extra oiliness. Signal number 6, the breakage problem. Sometimes, the issue isn't just hair falling out from the root, it's snapping off halfway down. As we covered, both hypo and hypothyroidism mess with the structural integrity of the hair itself. Hypothyroidism makes hair brittle. Hypothyroidism reduces its strength. This means your hair just can't handle the normal wear and tear of brushing and styling. You might see lots of short, broken flyaways or feel like your hair is stuck at one length because the ends are constantly breaking off. This fragility is a direct result of hair being built in a hormonally unbalanced environment. Signal number 7, patchy hair loss, alopecia areata. Finally, for some people, the hair loss isn't spread out but appears in distinct, smooth, round patches. This is a condition called alopecia areata, which is an autoimmune disorder where the body's own immune system attacks the hair follicles. There is a very strong link between autoimmune thyroid diseases like Hashimoto's, the leading cause of hypothyroidism, and Graves' disease, a common cause of hypothyroidism, and other autoimmune conditions like alopecia areata. So if you're experiencing patchy hair loss, it should always trigger a deep dive into your thyroid function, including your thyroid antibodies, to see if an autoimmune thyroid issue is the culprit. The how. Your action plan for recovery. Okay, so you've listened to the signals, and you're recognizing some of them in your own hair. It can feel like a lot, but here's the most important thing I can tell you. In most cases, thyroid-related hair loss is reversible. Once you treat the thyroid problem and get your hormones back in balance, your hair can and almost always does grow back. So, what's the plan? Step 1. Get the right diagnosis. Talk to your doctor. This is non-negotiable. Please don't try to self-diagnose or treat this on your own. You need to see a healthcare provider for proper testing. When you go, be specific. Don't just say, "I'm losing my hair." Say, "I'm seeing diffuse thinning all over. My hair texture has become dry and brittle, and I've noticed the outer third of my eyebrows are gone." You should ask for a comprehensive thyroid panel. This often includes TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, the standard screening test, free T4 and free T3. These measure the active hormones your body can actually use, TPO and TG antibodies. These test for the common autoimmune conditions, Hashimoto's and Graves' disease. Reverse T3. Some practitioners also look at this marker, as it can show if your body is struggling to convert T4 into its active T3 form. Getting the full picture is absolutely crucial for a proper diagnosis. Step 2. Understand the treatment. The treatment for your hair loss is treating your thyroid. For hypothyroidism, the standard treatment is a daily thyroid hormone replacement medication like levothyroxine. It gives your body the hormone it's missing. For hypothyroidism, treatments might include antithyroid drugs that reduce hormone production. In some situations, other options might be discussed. It's important to know that when you first start medication, your body is adjusting to brand new hormone levels, and this can sometimes trigger a temporary shedding phase. Don't panic. This is usually short-lived as your body settles into its new, healthier balance. Step 3. Be patient. The timeline for recovery. This is where you have to practice patience. Hair growth is a slow process. It can take several months, often 3 to 6 and sometimes up to a year after your thyroid levels are stable, to see a real difference in your hair. The hair you lost won't pop back overnight. New healthy hairs have to grow in from the follicle, and they only grow about half an inch a month. So stick with your treatment and be patient. The improvement will come. Step 4. Support your body and hair holistically. While medication is the core treatment, you can absolutely support your hair's recovery with good nutrition and lifestyle choices. Think of it as teaming up with your body. Your follicles need the right building blocks. Focus on iron. Low iron is a huge trigger for hair loss and often goes hand in hand with thyroid issues. Get your levels checked and focus on iron-rich foods like lentils, spinach, and lean red meat. Protein. Your hair is literally made of protein. Make sure you're getting enough from sources like eggs, chicken, fish, and legumes, zinc and selenium. These minerals are critical for both thyroid function and hair health. Brazil nuts are a fantastic source of selenium, and pumpkin seeds are packed with zinc. Stress management. Chronic stress messes with your hormones and your hair cycle. Simple practices like meditation, yoga, or even a daily walk can make a world of difference. And finally, just be kind to your hair while it recovers. Avoid tight, pulling hairstyles, go easy on the heat styling, and use gentle, nourishing products to protect the hair you have from breaking. So, let's bring it all home. We're looking for those secret signals: all over thinning, a major texture change, disappearing eyebrows, thinning body hair, a dry and itchy scalp, lots of breakage, and sometimes patchy hair loss. Your hair is an amazing barometer for what's happening inside your body. If it's sending you these signals, please listen. Don't just try to cover up the symptom, go after the cause. Hair loss from a thyroid condition can be stopped, and your hair can grow back. The journey starts with getting the right diagnosis and treatment, and it does require patience. But you can absolutely restore both your thyroid health and your hair's vitality. I really hope this has been helpful. If you have questions or want to share your own story with thyroid hair loss, please drop a comment below. Let's support each other. And if you want to learn about other causes of hair loss, be sure to check out the next video on your screen. Thanks for watching, and be well. If you liked this video, check out more just like it, starting with the one right here on my left.